Hello, dan selamat datang. Hello and welcome to Karawang Aquaculture Production Business Service Center. Located on the island of Java, Indonesia, Budidaya Ikan Nila Saline, or Saline Tilapia Cultivation Facility, is a fish farm that raises tilapia for food, but in a unique environment, brackish water. This farm produces over 10,000 metric tons of tilapia every year. That is about 22 million pounds of fish that is raised, harvested, and exported to other countries to feed people. There are 200 staff that work on this farm. 25% of the employees live on site and are paid by the government. The other 75% of employees are local community members who are contracted by the government and make their money from profit made by the sales of the fish. Right now, we can see one of these employees hand feeding their brood stock. These are the fish that are used in their breeding program to produce baby fish that will be raised in the hatchery. The hatchery has 15 tanks with approximately 14,000 fish in each tank. The recently hatched fish, also called fry, will grow here for 1 month until they're about 0.7 to 0.8 centimeters, or about 1/4 of an inch in length. The pellets used to feed these fish are really small. The fry are then treated with a hormone treatment. This treatment takes about 4 hours, at which point all the fish in the tank will become male. Here, you can see that the employees are explaining that the hormone treatment is worth the cheap price so that the fish will grow bigger and faster, as they will use all their energy for growth into what would be for food rather than for fish reproduction. After treatment, these fish are then transported to another hatchery where they will continue to grow in fresh water, which is typical for tilapia. The hatchery tanks are covered in order to block the sun to keep the water cool and the fish healthy. Extra care is taken with fry as they are much more sensitive to these stressors than bigger fish. These fish are then transported to these outdoor acclimation tanks where they gradually are introduced to salt water from their freshwater environment until reaching the source concentration around 9 parts per thousand salinity. Once fully acclimated to the brackish water, the fish are then transported into lined ponds until sold to market. Here, employees use paddle wheel aerators to circulate the water around the pond and to add dissolved oxygen into the water to maintain a high water quality to keep those fish happy and healthy. Fish are fed using a solar-powered automatic feeders like this one here. This feeder is programmed to spray the artificial feed or small pellets in random patterns and distances on the surface of the water so that all these fish have a chance to eat. This feeds the fish about 8 times a day for about 15 minutes each time. Once fully grown, which is about 6 to 7 months after the first day in their hatchery, the fish will then be harvested using nets and transported to a seafood processing facility where the fish will be prepared for market. As freshwater needs to be pumped from a deep well, this farm not only uses the available freshwater on site, but also strategically uses that plentiful ocean water that is much easier to access and very close by in order to grow their fish. This business decision made a positive environmental impact that complements the natural ecosystem around the farm while still providing an opportunity for increased food security.
Politeknik OB.
Thank you for joining us to learn about saline tilapia farming. Terima kasih dan sampai jumpa.